I sometimes have to pinch myself at how fortunate I am to be selling real estate here on 30A. I've had the luxury of traveling the world in my first career, and honestly, I can say that there's no more beautiful place in the world than here. It's where I live, it's where I play, and thankfully it's where I work. From Grayton Beach to maybe someone visiting the Red Bar for the first time, and maybe spending time in Blue Mountain Beach and then meandering down into Watercolor, which is special in its own way. And certainly Seaside here was the start of it all. And Seagrove Beach with its beautiful quaintness. Alice Beach, which is, when Alice Beach is completed, it will be as magical as any place on 30A. Watersound Beach, which is the cousin, if you will, of Watercolor. And then as further migrating down into Rosemary Beach. Each little community is distinct in its own fashion. 30A is certainly both a destination and a lifestyle, and I feel very importantly that as a real estate professional that it's, I'm able to share those pearls with potentially prospective buyers or even defend valuations of the properties that I represent in each one of these communities. We work very, very hard. We spend countless hours debating properties and looking at value properties and really taking the strength of the Prudential referral network and the economies of scale that I'm exposed to with a Prudential. There isn't a day that I don't smile at the views looking out at the coastal lagoon lakes jutting out over the Gulf as I'm driving through with maybe the sun setting or maybe the sun rising. There's many times to this day that I'll actually stop the car and get out and just take in the breadth of the beauty. I always say a drive through Seaside, a drive through Watercolor or Rosemary Beach will soothe any soul on any day. Watercolor, without question, has put its indelible touch on 30A. Sitting right next to and adjacent to Seaside, Watercolor splashes its beauty on about 500 acres with just the most amazing, thoughtful development nestled around this beautiful 200-acre coastal dune lake. On any given day, you'll see pedestrians, bicyclists, riding around Watercolor, perhaps maybe going to grab breakfast, maybe in Seaside, maybe go shopping. It's a self-contained unit with just an amazing amount of things for families to do. I would describe it in maybe two adjectives: southern elegance and grace. Well, we're standing here at Seaside, the start of it all, almost 30 years ago. It's hard to believe that Robert Davis, his vision for Seaside started that long ago, and I don't think anyone who spent any time back then had any vision of what 30A would be today. As a full-time resident here at 30A and one who shops here and goes to the post office here, who frequents the restaurants and really lives the 30A lifestyle, I can't tell you how much it helps me from a real estate perspective, knowing the ins and the outs. I'm real proud of what we do here. I'm real proud of the work we do. I'm real proud of myself and my team. And I take it very, very seriously. The responsibility that I take when I'm representing someone on the sell side and I'm listing their property, I try to drive every single cent I can on value to those individuals. And I think if you talk to my clients that I've represented in the past, they would tell you the same thing. The Prudential piece with our Fine Homes International allows me some economies of scales with regards to just the really, really high-end marketing in high-end publications, and certainly the referral network that Prudential gives me in that Fine Homes International piece is beneficial to me as well. Developed by St. Joe, Watersound is the sister project of Watercolor, which is a mere 5 miles down the road. Much more exclusive, much more quiet, and a much, much more laid-back lifestyle here at Watersound than Watercolor. I take the responsibilities that my clients trust me with the greatest of importance. It's something that I really, really feel strongly about. I feel it's my responsibility to be able to drive the fullest valuation of one's properties based on not only the home, but more importantly, the features and the benefits that 30A or maybe that community might represent. I study intensely the communities, not only from an amenity standpoint, but certainly from a valuation standpoint as well. And confidently, I can counsel consumers, whether they be in the acquisition mode or the disposition mode, with the absolute latest and most accurate information possible. When I'm representing buyers, the excitement that a 30A generates for me, I think is something that's contagious. And I actually, I'm very proud to bring that to the table every day. And enthusiasm only takes you so far. The challenge is, that we all face, we need to know our numbers. We need to know property values. Rosemary Beach, one of my favorite places on 30A. Development here at Rosemary Beach started in 1995, so obviously it's one of the most mature established communities here on 30A. It's kind of funny, there's so many times I get the question, how did Rosemary Beach get its name? And if you take a walk through the neighborhoods here, you'll see our native species of rosemary in full bloom, and certain times of the year you can walk by and the fragrance of the rosemary is absolutely amazing. When the town was developed in 1995, there's a very strict urban code which ensures architectural consistency here in Rosemary Beach. And also when it was developed, pedestrian traffic was something that was of utmost importance to the developers. And you can certainly walk from anywhere now, Rosemary Beach, from one end to the other in 5 minutes. Cobblestone streets coupled with these beautiful boutiques, coffee shops, cafes, the delicious restaurants of Rosemary Beach, all sitting on about 100 acres. You could probably spend a week here and not leave the community and just be thrilled and back on your way. 30A is my stomping ground. I know the service providers, the restaurants. I know each unique community and the amenities that each one of them brings. The luxury high-end properties here between the areas of Grayton Beach and Rosemary Beach is really where I spend my focus. Distinct advantage that I have being part of the Prudential network is something that I'm not sure you can put a price tag on, and that's the strength of the Prudential network, not only domestically but internationally as well. When I think about how fortunate I am as a real estate professional here and representing properties on 30A, I really sometimes have to pinch myself. The beauty in the nature, the beauty in the architecture, the beauty in the spirit of all of us that live and breathe and eat and sleep here on 30A is something that's contagious. When one visits here on 30A and one vacations here for a week, they find that paradise has become reality, and it's truly a special place, and I'm certainly honored to be part of it. It's magic.